Hi YouTube, Dingle here. And I'm here with my amazing Classic Vibe Telecaster. Just love this guitar. Which you can get one too from Project Music in Exeter. Just love it. And you get these for practically pocket money. They're less than like less than 300 quid. It's ridiculous. I've got it running through my 11 rack on a custom patch that I edited together myself. Running through a set of powered monitors. So none of this lot that's behind me is running at all. I've got some news for you about my new album. All the demos are now finished, so all I've got to do now is get them off to the guy I'm using to do all the drums for me. I've got some amazing guest players that are going to play for me on the album too. I'm not going to say too much about that at the moment. I'm really pleased with the way it's turned out. I'm really pleased with the tracks. It's been a long time in the making, and I just want to say thank you to everybody that's continued to support it and left all the amazing comments, the little samples that I've posted on YouTube, so thanks for that. Your support is amazing. It's been a long time in the making. I could have just kind of sat down, come up with a load of riffs and just played solos over them, but I really wanted the songs to reflect something more personal. So the songs are kind of a reflection of everything that's been going on in the last year. So hopefully when it's all finished and I release it, it is going to be this year. Hopefully in the first half of this year. Hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I do when I listen to the tracks. You've been asking me, what do I do in terms of, you know, what band do I play in, basically what do I get up to when I'm not doing YouTube videos. As some of you may or may not know, I play in a really amazing band called Eat the Rich, and you can find them here. So go to this Facebook and give us a like. The kind of music we play is pretty much everything. We play everything from Kylie Minogue to Black Sabbath and everything in between. All of the music has our own little twist on it. Really lucky to play with 3 other amazing musicians. Tim sings and plays electric fiddle, Eddie plays drums, and Neil plays bass. And basically we just have a brilliant time playing lots of cover tunes, and we always put our own twist on it. So we kind of try to sound like Eat the Rich playing other people's songs rather than a generic covers band, if that kind of makes sense. So if you live anywhere in Devon, look out for us, because we play all over Devon. We quite often venture up to Somerset. We've even been known to get out as far as Dorset and down as far as Cornwall. So look out for us and come and see us. Okay, the biggest questions that I get all the time, the most questions I get almost on a daily basis now: when am I going to get a Bugera TriRec? The honest answer to that is I have no idea. As you all know, I was endorsed by Bugera for some time. That endorsement officially ended a year ago. However, they continued to promise that they would send me one to review once they came to market. The last correspondence I had from them was back in October of 2012. They have a new marketing manager. He sent me a nice message just asking me basically what the state of play was, and just to say that he wanted to make sure that I would get the new TriRec and the Magician for reviewing purposes. He also said that they may have some new stuff in the pipeline, which would be exciting to see. Now I do know that they do have review models in both European and USA voltage, because they've already sent some out to some great YouTube reviewers. If you want to see some really good reviews, if you check out Ola England's channel, he's done a great review, and also the Tone King has done a pretty comprehensive review as well. Having said that, a lot of Bugera fans have contacted me and said that they would like to see me review one too. But that's not, there's nothing really I can do about that. It's up to Bugera whether they want to send me one or not. They have my current address and my details, how to contact me. I'd love them to send me one. I'd love to have one here and put it through its paces and do a dozen videos with it. Maybe do some side-by-side reviews like I did with the with my friend's amplifier. I may be able to get my hands on a Mezza or other similar generic kind of amps that I can, you know, run it alongside and do a shootout. But all you guys out there that are Bugera fans that really want to see this happen, the best thing to do is lobby them, send them emails, go to their official YouTube channel and their Facebook page, the music group Facebook page, Behringer's Facebook page, and just tell them that tell them what you want, basically. At the end of the day, the customers speak louder than anybody else, so if that's what you want to see, then by all means. And I I really am blown away by everybody's support and all the messages I get from everybody really that's into these amplifiers because of watching my videos, that have bought them. Really your messages are fantastic, so thank you very much all of you for all of your support over the last 3 or 4 years. I do still use the amps, as you can see. I've still got 3 of them. The one that gets used the most by me is this one. This amp has been fantastic. All the guys out there that have claimed to have had the reliability issues or say that they wouldn't buy one because they're not reliable, I can hand on heart say I've had no trouble, no problems whatsoever. I gig this amp a couple of times a week. As you can see, it's starting to get dinged and knocked. It's got some bashes and the vinyl's starting to get a bit scruffy now, but never had any problems with it whatsoever. I plug it in, switch it on, warm it up, it sounds the same every single time. I run it through this cabinet and this Zilla Tuba 12 as well. So I've got a Bugera Tuba 12 and a Zilla Tuba 12. Occasionally I also run it through this Marshall cabinet. It sounds fantastic. But yeah, I switch it on, fire it up. I run it fairly dry. I just have a little bit of delay for solos and an overdrive pedal just to boost it. And it just sounds fantastic every gig. It sounds great. It's got a really big meaty tone on the crunch channel, on the lead channel, and the clean sound is just glorious. And it's great for the kind of venues that I play. It's loud enough to hit the back of the room. Only 55 watts, so it's fantastic. These amps, this one is still for sale. It's just a total metal beast, this thing. I used it in 2011 on a UK tour when I was touring my last album. Used this amp exclusively for that tour. It was great, sounded fantastic. The only thing is, it's a very loud amp. It's not. I've done a video of it at bedroom level, and it sounded okay. But it is. If you want it to sound at its best, it is loud. I've even tried taking 2 of the power tubes out and running it that way at half power, and it still takes your face off. So it does what it's supposed to do. It's everybody knows what amp it is inspired by, and that's exactly what it does. That's what it sounds like. As well as my reviews that I've done on it. If you check out Ola England's review on this amp, he just got an amazing sound from it. Keith Merrow has recently done a video of the 6260 head, which is the more kind of scaled down, stripped down version of this. But they essentially sound the same. This has just got more features on it. It's got 2 independent channels with independent EQ rather than a shared EQ section. So essentially they sound the same. But yeah, this is still for sale. I don't really play much metal anymore, to be honest. There is some metal stuff on my new album, so I'm still doing a little bit, but I don't play much metal anymore, and so this amp has kind of sat for the last 18 months and barely been switched on. This I shall keep. This was my original. This was the very first Bugera I ever bought, so I shall keep that. But yeah, anybody out there that wants an absolute metal beast of an amplifier for not a great deal of money, that lives in the UK or Europe on 240 volts, you can do a lot worse than one of these. Do I do lessons? Yes, I do lessons. I do Skype lessons. I also do one-on-one personal tuition. I can also teach groups of people. So if you want a lesson, contact me, private message me, or go to my Facebook, look me up on Facebook, and I will hook you up, find you a spot, and we can have a lesson. I also get asked quite a bit, who do I listen to, who are my favourite guitar players and my influences and all the rest of it. If I were to tell you the whole list, this video would be about 3 hours long, because obviously I'm kind of I'm getting on in years, and I've been listening to guitar players for a long time. So it'd probably be just quicker to tell you who I currently listen to and who I'm currently kind of really into and inspired by. Possibly one of my favourites at the moment has to be Rick Graham. So if you've not yet had the immense pleasure of hearing about Rick Graham yet, then you should check him out. Check out his YouTube channel. He's just the best way I could describe Rick's playing is he has all the modern chops and licks and technique, and he's kind of right at the forefront of you know, new modern techniques. But when he plays, rather than sounding like a mad scientist that's blowing your mind with some kind of experiment, showing you something that you probably wouldn't have thought of before, when you listen to his music, it tells you a story. That's the best way I can describe it. So he has everything that modern players have these days, but it's really, really musical. Other guys I love to listen to and watch play is Tom Quayle. Absolutely, just everything he does just straight over my head. I don't have a clue what he's doing, but he is amazing. His tone, his technique, everything about Tom's playing is flawless to my ear. I don't claim to be an expert, but I love Andy James as well. I've been a fan of Andy James now for a few years, so I always look out for any new videos that come out that Andy does. Amazing player. Unless there's somebody out there that we don't know about, I would have to say he's probably the best metal lead guitar player in the business at the moment. I'm still a huge Guthrie fan. I still avidly follow his music. So everything he does is just great as far as I'm concerned. Right, that's it really. Nothing more to tell you at the moment. As soon as I have some news, if I get any about a TriRec, I will be on here to let you know, and I will keep you posted on the progress of the album. So again, thanks everybody for your support. Speak to you soon.